Coming to the fifth and the last type of attributes, it is that of derived attributes. A derived attribute is basically an attribute which can be derived from some other attribute that has already been stored for an entity. For example, if we store the date of birth or the DOB of a student as an attribute, then we can easily derive the age of the student. So the age of the student in this case is a derived attribute, and we do not actually need to store such attributes in the database, and if we do store these attributes, we mark them specifically as derived attributes. Now that we have taken a look at all the types of attributes, let us consider the different types of combinations in which these types can be used. So in real life modeling of databases, we come across the following combinations of types. That is, different types of attributes can be combined, like say type 1 or combination 1, simple single valued attributes. Now an example of this is very simple to give. For example, let us just refer back to our previous example of PAN card number. In this case, we can clearly see that it is a simple attribute as it has no sub-attributes. Hence it is atomic, and there can only be a single value. You cannot have multiple PAN card numbers for a person. So this is the first type. Let us move to the second type. Type 2 or combination 2. We can have simple multivalued attributes. In simple multivalued attributes, we can take the example of a phone number. It is simple because again it cannot be divided into sub-attributes and it is atomic as in the first case. But here we can have multiple values of phone number for a person. So as we discussed earlier, this will become a list of phone numbers. The third type or the third combination is that of composite single valued attribute. How can we describe this? Take the example of name. It is a composite single valued attribute, and this is so because a name consists of the first name and the last name. Each of these sub attributes can just have single values. You cannot have multiple first names and multiple last names for the same person. So that is exactly why this is a composite but single valued attribute.